So we'll begin by settling the body, adopting a stable, comfortable, upright position serviceable for meditation. So I think about keeping our feet flat and our back straight, torso open, hands in the lap, right over left, with the palms upturned and the thumbs gently touching. Our eyes are gently closed or slightly open, making sure we let in enough light to remain alert. And try to maintain an awareness of not slouching, not leaning. And also let go of any unnecessary tension or rigidity in the body, relaxing into a stable, comfortable, upright position, just allowing the body to fall into place. We begin to let go of attending to the outside world, allowing sights and sounds to be as they are, without investigation, constraining our awareness just to the body and mind. Letting go of thoughts of the past, plans for the future, concentrating our awareness in the present by attending closely to the physical sensation of the air as it moves into and back out of the tip of the nostrils. Breathing naturally, normally, trying to notice whatever sensations accompany the in breath and the out breath. Giving ourselves the instruction to notice quickly when anything other than that one physical sensation is arising in the mind, and then without judgment or frustration to lift our awareness up from those distractions and to place it gently but firmly again and again on the breath. And then when the mind feels more calm, we'll generate a broad and altruistic motivation for our time to take a moment to generate a strong sense of gratitude, thinking of all of the ways in which we ourselves are the recipient of kindness that is flowing toward us from all other sentient beings. Simply the fact that we benefit from their energy, their effort, their time is a kindness. We think all of the sentient beings involved in providing us a single glass of clean water, a single bite of nutritious food, those that have provided all of the infrastructure that we rely on, those that have made our own homes, our clothes, everything that we use to keep ourselves safe and comfortable, all of the knowledge, the skills that we possess that have come from others, giving their time to teach us in person or through books or other media. And the fact that we've been able to develop a certain level of compassion, patience, ethics, generosity, loving kindness, is entirely due to the field of sentient beings. In that way, all of our own future spiritual development will depend entirely on that field of sentient beings. Generating that sense of gratitude in the mind, you'll develop the wish, the interest to repay that kindness. And think that to use this life in the best way is to become beneficial for sentient beings, to reduce the tendencies and the habits in the mind that are destructive, that agitate and disturb our own peace of mind, that motivate us often to act in ways that harm others, and to deepen our familiarity with constructive states, those that allow ourselves to remain connected to a sense of peace and ease, those states of mind that motivate beneficial actions, to engage in this process of genuine transformation so that we become more and more beneficial, these kind sentient beings. Then with that motivation, we will continue to investigate the inner causes of the arising of affliction and delusion in the mind. So the next cause is the degree to which we find ourselves influenced by people around us in ways that are not positive. So we begin to investigate how much of our lives is influenced by peer pressure, and how easily we adopt the values, the interests of people around us. When we are choosing our circle of friends, what qualities do we look for? Do we focus on those with ethical discipline, those who practice kindness? Are we supported in our own spiritual path? So think in your own life about these influences, taking stock of the resources in your environment. Try to develop an insight as to whether you feel energized or discouraged by those in your surrounding. And think of any conversations that you might be avoiding, or changes that you need to make seeking out support. And be determined to follow through on any changes to your social circles. And be determined as well to cultivate a sense of resilience and courageous mind that is able to engage in activities that aren't necessarily shared by society in general, to overcome pressure. And then begin to think of your relationship to the media, books, television, internet. Think back over the past month, how much of your time was spent being exposed to these sources of media. How much of that was done with a good motivation, a good reason, and how much was distraction. Think about how often you turn to these external sources just to provide stimulation, to avoid having the time and the space to look inward, not wanting to be alone with your own thoughts. Try to think too of the impact of these sources on your own self image, self worth, your belief system. And then, on the basis of these insights, make a determination in the mind concerning your relationship with these sources of media. And be determined to carry through with any changes that you think are necessary. And then when you're ready, we'll come back together. And we'll dedicate. So recollect your altruistic motivation and think that by having engaged in this contemplation, you've actualized that motivation, which has generated positive energy in your mind. And think that you freely offer the fruit of your practice, that positive energy for the benefit of all sentient beings, without exception. Thinking strongly when this positive energy ripens, may it serve as a cause and condition to eliminate war and conflict, poverty, famine, disease, disasters, all painful inner and outer conditions. May it fully ripen the minds of all sentient beings. May they quickly meet perfect teachers and arise in the state of full enlightenment. May I too achieve the state of enlightenment so that I might work for the benefit of sentient beings perfectly. May any obstacles facing the Ven.Losang life be completely dispelled. May I and all sentient beings in this moment come under the joyful care and guidance of enlightened beings. May we be guided and protected until we swiftly achieve that state of enlightenment. Thank you.